are any areas seeing rain just yet?
None just yet.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the cluster to the southwest of us is going to try and clip at least parts of central Texas here overnight and into tomorrow. This should be our last decent chance of rain for at least the next week, if not more. You can see this cluster right here is now starting to make more of a northerly push, and that will likely impact at least part of the hill country as we get past midnight or so, as it works its way in that direction. I think it's going to stay far enough away to limit rain chances closer to the Austin metro, but you can see what our computer models are doing here. An arrival time near, if not after midnight in the hill country, with scattered downpours and a few thunderstorms and the potential for flash flooding. Looks like 1 to 3 inches of rain on the high end here in the hill country, and that would be in an isolated way, but it really is not going to take much rain anymore to cause flash flooding in the hill country with the ground being so wet. It's almost going to run off almost instantly. Rain chances dwindle a little bit by midday with a mix of sun and clouds, and then a few more downpours and storms pop up in the afternoon. Still favoring the hill country, just not ruling anything out in the metro or our eastern counties. A lot of you will be dry near and east of I-35 here tomorrow, with the best rain chances being in the hill country. Then we head into your Tuesday night. Drier weather settles in. Wednesday morning, we start with some low clouds, and then we get a lot of sunshine. That is going to be the theme from then on out. So 30% rain and storm chances tonight, favoring the hill country. Make sure you have a way to get weather alerts overnight into tomorrow, just in case there's some additional flash flood warnings. Flood threat tonight is a 3 out of 4 for southwestern Gillespie County, but for the majority of the hill country and metro, it's a 2 out of 4, and then areas north and east drops to a 1 out of 4. 30% rain and storm chances tomorrow, again favoring the hill country. Mid-90s, sun and clouds otherwise. A lower flash flood threat tomorrow. It's a 1 out of 4 for areas west of 35, although it does rise to a 2 out of 4 for parts of Mason, Gillespie, western Llano County. And that's it. That's our only rain chance here for the next 7 days. So drier weather finally on the way. Here's a look at our first warning weather 7-day forecast. You can see the mid-90s with early clouds giving way to a lot of sun Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, a little bit more in the way of clouds, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we get back into the pattern of early morning clouds quickly giving way to a lot of sunshine. We're going to be watching the tropics closely as a cluster of storms crosses Florida into the Gulf with the potential of becoming a tropical depression or stronger. Right now, the odds of a tropical depression at least are at 40% over the next 7 days. We're starting to get a look at some of the computer model suggestions of where the center of low pressure would end up once it crosses into the Gulf. And they seem to be clustering around Louisiana as the most likely area where the center would make an approach inland, which would keep the heaviest of the rain with this well to our east, but we'll keep an eye on it over the coming days.